Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
This is the social norm.
1, 2. You want top dollar and pop bottles and drop knowledge. Hit the throttle on nice autos without college. Do yourself a solid, put them boys on your screen. Wait, who do you mean? I mean canteen and beans. When the social norm is on, you better pay attention. They teach you lessons, make you laugh when you're stressing. Must I mention that the style is infectious? I gotta have it, The rapid fire gabbing on my tablet. My boys established a gamut of information, from relations to dating to when your leader gets impatient. They're lacing the nation every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 4:30. The Social Norm Podcast, you heard me?
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm just getting warm.
It's the social norm.
And I'm
Yep. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back it again with another one. I'm your boy Canteen. Hey, Bean's coming in a second because he had to get some shit out of his goddamn mind. He had sleep in his eyes and shit. But it don't really matter, y'all. Hey, welcome to the Social Norm. And what? Yeah, I put your ass on blast. He coming right now. Today's episode 157, is called Why Men Don't Express Their Emotions Like Women.
Okay, I'm here.
All right, you back.
All right, I'm back. I got the shit out of my eyes. I'm sorry, y'all.
Them sleep boogers.
It's been a long day. I got big eyes, so I have big boogers in my eyes.
All right, so
Yes, someone asked us to talk about this,
okay.
and there's a bunch of different takes you can take on it. My first take is it's conditioning. You know, as kids, as young boys,
Don't cry.
don't cry.
Man up.
Man up. You know, if you know you got sisters, I got a sister. My sister falls on the ground, busts her knee. My dad walk over. She's gonna be okay. Kiss her knee. You know, hugs her.
Yeah.
And then on the way, I fall and bust my knee. I start crying. Boy, you better get up and stop. Stop.
It's just the way of the world, man.
Suck it up.
I think that's because early on, your father knows the struggles that you're gonna have to deal with as a man. That no one's gonna care why you didn't get it done or why you did. All they're gonna care about is you didn't get it done.
That's true.
You they don't care you sick or you hurt or you feeling bad. See, I talk to a lot of girls and I notice a lot of them they're like, oh, I took the day off of work. Why took that? I just was feeling depressed. And I'll be thinking, no, but you couldn't, like, as a man, you say that, you know what they do? They look weak. You weakling. That's what they say. That's what they look at you as in society.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We can't do that.
No.
And I've been in relationships where like we come home and let's say my ex-wife was crying because she had a hard day at work. We don't get to do that.
That's a fact.
We do not get to cry because it was a hard day at work.
Hey, y'all, if y'all like the content, go ahead, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button, hit notification bell so you don't miss none of our videos. You know what it is. And you want to donate to the channel, the link's in the below. Also, if you want to call into the channel, you know the number 716-218-9317. You can talk to us about a topic, tell us what you think about it, whatever the case. All right. Now, you said your wife, your ex-wife would be crying or whatever. What'd you say?
Be crying because she had a hard day at work. And I'm like,
and you know, this okay, so this is my take on it, fellas. This is why I feel like you can't be that vulnerable. You can give some things to your lady, but you cannot be very as vulnerable as you think you're gonna be, because she will at one point use it against you. And if she doesn't use it against you, she can use it against you. Think about it like this. We live in the United States of America. Supposedly supposed to be the richest country in the world, right? The most powerful country in the world as far as the army goes. Imagine if back in the Joe Biden or Donald Trump or Barack Obama came in and did a address to the nation, and they just started fucking crying. Oh God, I don't know what to do. Are you gonna feel safe?
No,
Exactly.
Like, oh God, we're doomed.
You know why you're not going to feel safe? Because he's the leader of the country. See, you are the leader in the relationship. That's how she looks at you. You are the
Mhm.
president. You're the one you're the CEO of this firm. Okay. And if you come into the office during a board meeting and start crying and saying, I don't know what we're gonna do, y'all. We tripping. This might be the last. What you think they're gonna do? Well, gonna pack my shit.
No, they say attitude reflects leadership. So
This is why I say you can give them something, but you can't give it all to them. Even though they're gonna ask for all of it, they really don't know what they're asking for. Because if you really give them your deepest, darkest secrets about how fucked up maybe your mind is, or how maybe you struggling to pay the bills and you really at the last leg of like about to go into a deep depression, that's not what she want to hear.
yeah, definitely not.
Because all it does is scare the hell out of her to say, I need to find somebody stronger. You think Genghis Khan, you think Alexander the Great, you think Julius Caesar went and started crying to the girl that he was with about how hard it is to rule a nation?
No, none of them did.
You don't tell them that stuff. It's above they pay grade to know those type of things. You know what you do? You get counsel. You find a counselor or a therapist or somebody who don't know shit about you, who can't use it against you.
Yeah, nothing to gain from.
They have nothing to gain to try to expose you. So they might as well they're just gonna listen and then give you advice. Okay. Maybe I say the best thing you could do is find an elder, a male elder, to set you straight. Because maybe you might be crying and emotional, and he might have to hit you with a get it together. Shake back. You looking like a little bitch right now. And then you know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta get shocked back into reality to say, all right, it ain't as bad as it is.
I was bugging. Let me handle it. You're right.
And there's another reason why you shouldn't express your emotions like a woman. You ever have a time where your woman is just freaking out about something that you know darn well ain't that serious? Yeah. Maybe her tire popped. Maybe she this is shoveled, the driveway needs to be shoveled and she's stuck. Maybe she can't reach something. Okay. Women they're really emotional creatures. So sometimes they can get really wrapped up in the situation and can't really step back and be like, all right, okay, let's figure this out.
Yeah. I've been in those situations. And I've had to tell women, like, look, there are solutions.
Now, when that happens, do you be like, in your mind, you say, this is why you need me. Right?
So when it used to happen, I used to be so annoyed. I was like, why are you making this into a mountain? Stop it.
I don't even get annoyed by it because
I used to.
Well, that's you not understanding what she is. Yeah. That's like a little kid crying about the game won't start on the video game won't start on, but she don't realize you just got to plug this plug in.
Yeah. Now I try to talk it out about, okay, let's take a step back, calm down, and figure this out.
But see, that's the logical thing. We base our things off of logic, fellas. Women base it off of emotions. So when she tells you, let's get emotional, tell me your emotions, why don't you open up to me? She's asking you to present things like she does. But I'm telling you, in the long run, she will not like it.
Yeah. And the person who asked me about this, I basically said that to her because you're going to use that against them later on. And the fact that she got quiet made me realize, I was like, either she was going to or she did already. I was like,
yes. Look, we've done this many times. I've done it. I've opened up to a woman and told her my problems that I have that I've dealt with when I was a kid. And guess what? Later on, when we were arguing or we was having, this is why you she would bring it up. This is why, because you haven't dealt with this. And I'm like, I told you that with trust and confidence, and now you're throwing it back at me.
Yeah. And I always tell women this, I'm like, all you gotta do is do it once. Throw it back in his face once. You will never hear about it again.
You'll never hear it, because now he's understood that you can't be trusted with his emotions. You can't be. So it's really your own fault. If he can't open up, it's because you've done something or someone else has done that. So that's where we at with it. I know I don't.
No, I don't know more either.
I give him a minute. I give him a little bit, just a nibble, but I don't open up completely. And I don't think I don't know if I ever will. It's gonna have to be some real. You're gonna have to really show me some real loyalty for me to do that.
Yeah, I gotta know you rock with me 100%.
110%. Even with the good, the bad, and the motherfucking ugly.
You might see me cry at a funeral.
Oh, now look. There's moments like your grandma died. Guess what? If she look at you like, man, I wish a motherfucker would get on me for crying at my grandma or my mom's or my dad's or somebody close to me funeral, and be like, I didn't know you cried like that. I'd be like, you done.
Get out.
You done. You motherfucking done.
You'd be surprised though, man. People's logic nowadays. I don't get people. They want it, and I always say this when women ask about. When I heard a woman say one time, we was having a conversation. She said, "Well, I don't want no man crying. I don't want no man doing all this other stuff." And I was like, "How?" But I said, "But you want your man to understand when you're having an emotional moment, but you don't want him to have his."
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it doesn't make no sense. And I said that's why when you're having a hard day at work and you're crying about it, he don't understand why you're crying.
Or that's why you wonder why when he gets off of work. And he's sitting in the driveway for an hour and a half and don't come in the house. That's his moment to be like, let me get all this emotion out of me now. Because when I come inside, I gotta be this stoic, strong, fake motherfucker. Because you can't handle me expressing myself.
The best time, I will say this, the best part of my relationship when I was actually living further away. I was at a jail about 2 hours from here.
Okay.
And if I had a hard day, by the time I drove home, I was fine.
Right.
So that drive home.
Oh, to decompress. I think that's every man. As you get older, you be like, damn, why does your dad and your grandpa and all them like to drive? I'll go to the store. It's to decompress.
Yes.
To get rid of all the problems that they had and then come home and be at peace. And hopefully she can be your peace.
Yes. So hopefully she can tell, like, okay, he's having a go of it.
But see, so many of us are so wrapped around our own feelings, we ain't even aware that we supposed to be the person to help the other person get through their day.
Yeah.
We so worried about them. Fix my problems. Don't worry. I'm not worried about your problems. Fix my problems. And somewhere in the Bible says you got to be a giver.
Yeah.
To receive.
Give and it shall be given.
Yes.
Is what it says. And I would say this. I do use my parents a lot as an example because they are good examples. There are times my mother has pulled me aside. It was like, hey, this weekend, why don't you take your father out? He look like he having a hard week.
That's a real woman right
there.
That
is. I always use because my mom, I have to say this about my mother. She's a real one. And when she see my father going through it, if she can't, help him fix it, she will ask one of us, hey, go take him to the
You know what? I have had my mother do that. She's like, Dad kind of lonely up here. Why don't you call him and see if you go to the movies or something with him?
Your mom looking out.
Yeah.
They don't build them like that no more.
And then my dad do the same. Your mom's coming up, her birthday and everything. Why don't you go ahead and get her I was like, okay. I'm bad with birthdays, so
that's what they do. That's real partnership right there.
Facts.
Looking out for each other.
All right, let's go ahead and get into one of these videos. We're gonna analyze and see what they talking about on TikTok. All right, let's watch this video. Let's go.
If you're heterosexual, my question to you is, do you actually like women?
So this post is not towards this man specifically. He just happened to make the video, right? Guys will get emotional with the women that he wants to fall in love with, that he sees a future with. Guys that think like this will fall in love with every single woman to the point to where he will never be able to choose which woman he wants to be with. Guys are logical. Women are emotional. That's why when women try to lead relationships, it normally doesn't work out faster than if a guy leads. And if that's not the truth, why do most women say, oh, well, he needs to lead? And even if a guy is emotional with
I'm gonna pause that for a second.
Okay, so the first guy said his point was if you're heterosexual and you have emotion, do you like women? Is that what he asked?
Do you want me to rewind it?
Yeah, because I didn't catch the first part.
All right, let's watch it again, y'all.
If you're hetero,
It says guys only show emotions to women he loves. Beware of men who are emotionally unattached to women.
sexual. My question to you is, do you actually like women?
So this post is not
okay.
towards this man
Okay, I got
specifically. He just happened to make the video, right? Guys will get emotional with the women that he wants to fall in love with, that he sees a future with. Guys that think like this will fall in love with every single woman to the point to where he will never be able to choose which woman he wants to be with. Guys are logical. Women are emotional. That's why when women try to lead relationships, it normally doesn't work out faster than if a guy leads.
Now I'm gonna pause on that. He said,
Okay.
guys are logical, women are emotional. That's why when women try to lead in relationships, it usually fails because it's based off of emotions. This is why when I talk about starting from the jump, when talking about going on dates or whatever, I don't allow women to decide where we going or what we doing, because that's not leading, that's being led.
Yeah, I see that.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
get exactly what you mean.
So anytime you're letting a woman make the choices of the relationship or how it's moving, you're being led. You're not leading.
Yeah.
Okay.
I-
You think you're being nice, but you're not. You're doing something that she thinks in the long run is she's not going to respect and she's not going to like.
Yeah. I've heard this a dozen times from women. Well, I don't want to just think about it. I just want to get in the car and go. They
But
don't want to make no decisions.
And then, but I still get women who get mad at me for saying that, women I'm dating, but women that I'm telling this, that I do this, and they say, well, you should give her the right to choose what she wants. And I said, no, that she doesn't get that because that's not what she's gonna want in the long run.
I never understand. It's like a circular conversation. It's like they want you to give them the choice to choose, but when you do that, they don't look at you as a leader. So it's like
Can't win for lose.
It's just like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I understand.
And if that's not the truth, why do most women say, oh, well, he needs to lead? And even if a guy is emotional with the women, it's only a certain percentage of emotion that a guy should show a woman in a relationship. And guys, if you know that you can't deal with your emotions, don't show too many emotions. If it doesn't work out, that's why these guys are doing DV and all that other type of stuff. So keep leading with logic, man. Treat showing your emotion like a spade.
What's DV?
Domestic violence.
Oh, okay. Well, clearly I haven't done that.
I'm
That's
gonna
why
say I never thought that.
I didn't know they
I'm
shortened
sick of
it.
this.
DV. You know, but he's not wrong. You got to be the leader, and you got to know what's gonna benefit the relationship. You expressing all your emotions to the fullest, like a woman, is not gonna help the relationship out. I promise you, fellas. Don't let her trick you into doing it. They have a lot of good tactics to try to maneuver to think that what they're telling you is smart. Always, and I mean always, question what a woman is telling you. I'm just being honest. If you think about this, if you ask a woman her history of, and she especially not married, if you ask a woman her history of dating men and the quality of men that she's dated, most of the time the women date bums. They date guys who aren't quality guys. So if she can't even pick good men, why would you think she's gonna be able to give you good advice? I'm not saying women can't give good advice. I'm just saying question everything she's telling you.
Yeah.
And then if you unsure about if she's telling you right, go ask an elder. Go ask your father, your uncle, your grandpa. This is what she's telling me. What y'all think about that? They're gonna tell you the real deal. Yeah, you should do what she's saying, or hell no, that bullshit. Don't do that.
Yeah, right. Ask the right elder.
Yes.
I give that a bit of advice. See how they're living before you start asking advice, because everybody got advice, and they
don't ask Uncle Elroy, who been divorced 3 times.
Yeah, don't ask
him. Ask Grandpa Junebug who been married for 50 years and he the elder of the family.
Yeah.
Ask him.
Yeah,
He got a better chance to give you some good advice.
Yeah, he been down the block a few times.
You know what I mean? So, all right.
We don't went on a rant there.
We got one more video.
All right, what we got? What was I saying? But yeah, they I don't know why they ask. I don't know what that is. Next time she asks me, next time I see this woman, I ask her. Women always ask men to be emotional or be vulnerable, but then it kills it for them. So I'm like, why are you asking?
Because they goofy. They don't know what they do. The same reason women argue about, oh, I want to pick where we go to for a first date. No, she doesn't. She wants him to tell her where to go, what we doing, and give her an enjoyable time so she can just sit back and relax and have fun. That's what she really wants.
Yeah.
But she doesn't know what she wants. The same reason she don't know what she wants when she pick a man. She's just picking.
I will say that I've made the mistake of making like moves, like
off of what women tell you.
Off of women. Oh, I don't want to do this because this, and this, and I tried to accommodate, which was my mistake. I've learned this. And then they went back and said, "Well, can we still do this?" I'm like,
I'm gonna tell you where the confusion comes from.
What?
The confusion comes from boys being raised by women, okay, to be men, and that's the problem. When you listen to women about how to get women, how to please women, they're gonna tell you a Disney version shit that they want, but the reality is they don't respect the Disney version in reality. Okay? Because they understand it's not real. You talk to a man, you're going to get the real. All right, let's get it. Let's get into this other video.
All right, guys, listen up. Okay, these are some ways that women try to manipulate you. Let's get into it. Using the age-old trick of sexuality. Women have been doing this for ages to get money, to get power, to gain control over men. Utilizing their emotions, crying, making you feel bad about your decisions by being so emotional by whatever decision you're deciding to make. So utilizing their emotions to get you to do what they want you to do. Using shaming tactics, making you feel bad about the decisions that you're trying to make. Like, oh, you're going to really go out with your friends and not spend the night with me? Yeah. That's by trying to make you jealous, playing on a man's hero instinct. All right, y'all. These are some ways that women try to manipulate you.
Nope, there it is. I mean, she pretty much laid it out for y'all. She's going to use those tactics, saying, playing damsel in distress, saying, manipulate, like, you really going to do those things? We really got to go here. And the reality is, you got to be a man who stands on your own principles of what you want to do.
Yeah.
Do not let a woman dictate what you're going to do.
Especially them damn crocodile tears. Those are the worst.
I mean, sometimes I'm not gonna lie, they do hit.
It do.
Because you, as a man, you don't want to see your woman in pain and hurting. But the reality is, women get periods every month. They always in pain. Okay, remember that, fellas. They always in pain. So don't let her. She can cry. Any woman can cry on cue because they do it every month. Okay.
Yep.
We can't cry on cue like that because we don't cry most of the time.
We're not allowed to.
We cry like every 8 years, and then it be by ourselves in the shower with out the blue. We just hear a song come on that brought us back to when we got dumped in high school, and they just finally the emotion come out.
You cried in there?
No. It's like a TV or the radio and shit. But yeah, so that's really what you got to do, man. You got to just.
Yeah, I've been in arguments where they try to that cry. I'm like, stop crying, and then it was done.
Yeah,
stop it. You're not.
Stop it, or I ain't gonna do what you just asked. And then they be like, okay. And then you be like, yeah, I'm still not doing it now because you was faking.
Yeah. I hate that stuff, man.
But sometimes this is the funny part. They'll cry over things that darn well they ain't nothing to cry about.
Yeah, that's.
I want to go to Chipotle. I ain't going to Chipotle. What is wrong with you?
Listen, the minute you start crying over, luckily I've never had that happen. But if someone were to cry over Chipotle, we damn sure ain't going now.
Like you got more problems with yourself.
It's
If I
like,
gotta cry
no.
about some damn a chicken bowl.
A burrito is not that good for you to be crying over, and you're not 12, so knock it off.
Oh well. Let's see. Anything else you want to get into before we get up out of here? Weather is crazy again.
The world is ending. It's snowing in Chicago.
When will we have a sunny day?
I don't know.
Here in Buffalo.
I don't even know. Snowing in Chicago. Why do I keep saying Chicago?
I don't know.
Snowing in California, and we've had earthquakes. So I don't know what's going on in the world, but I'm nervous. I'm a little nervous.
I'm not. It's gonna be what it's gonna be at this point. I'm over here trying to, I'm staying focused, y'all. I want y'all to stay focused on.
That's it.
Today's what, Friday?
Yes, it is.
It is Friday, y'all. I want y'all to go have a fun weekend. Do something for yourself. Whether it's going out and go see a movie by yourself, whether it go buy something nice, some cologne, whatever it is. Focus on you until they focus on you.
That's it. What I learned to do over the summer was every week I get paid, I buy myself something nice.
Okay. Every week I get paid, I buy myself some stocks.
Yeah, I do. Well, I do that too. I got money for that.
But yeah,
I make sure I buy something nice for myself. Build my confidence up.
That's it.
Love myself.
Love yourself for 1 hour, man. At least a day. And then worry about the rest. All right. Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
I think I'm good.
All right, cool. We good. Y'all put in the comment section how y'all like our outro, man. Because I still ain't heard nothing about if y'all like it, if y'all don't like it. I love it.
We get a good laugh out of it.
It makes us laugh. And tell us if anything you guys want us to add to the outro. All right. Hey, I'm your boy Canteen. Go like and subscribe, man. This is my man Beans.
Y'all have a good weekend.
It's a social norm. We out. Deuce.
That's got to be racist.
Daddy.